You don't want with them, bro. Oh, you, and it better get low. Extorting. You ain't got no friends. Oh, they'll be wear that like a Chanel scarf like rainbow. $1,000. This ain't your cloth. You ain't, that ain't no sauce. I can see the noodles made for poodles. I'm thinking about the LaFerrari coupe. 1.8, the option is the roof.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Bortles' Jaguars going up against Tannehill's Dolphins.
Thank you, Larry. It is a hot and humid afternoon as we get set for football in the southern part of the Sunshine State in Miami, Florida. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the sight of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. But expanding a little bit on Kenyon Drake, interesting year because hardly used early on. Then Jay goes to Philly, and he took over as the Dolphins' lead back after that trade.
And was never a lead back in college. He was always that accessory piece who helped them in the special teams as well. So we'll see what the Dolphins decide to do in 2018. See if they give him a little competition at that spot.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. On first down, Drake. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback. But in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player, so he can't get outside of you.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Miles Jack able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Tannehill. And he finds Stills, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills, 43 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And the back goes into motion. They'll try it with a fullback Bohannon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Fournette, a first down carry. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about it.
Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And the Dolphins have got it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. And Stills over the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender.
And a loose football, and the Jags grab it, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Jags taking over on offense here in the 2nd, and what a season, Charles, it was for Jacksonville. Some people did like them as a dark horse coming into the year, and they really responded.
Heard recently at one of the, all-star games, college all-star games, a scout saying, well, heck, haven't they been the dark horse for the last 5 years coming into the season? And he seemed a little bit bitter, so I'm going to let him go on that one. But the point is well taken. They have been building towards this. Really good drafts, really supplemented in free agency. And, yeah, they were a dark horse, but they played awfully well.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Cameron Wake able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. Throwing his Bortles on third down. And that is incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
Steps away to his left. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gits him to 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 46 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, they almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Here's Corey Grant now to return. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey was really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year award.
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. Forced out to his left. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They go play action here on first down. Pass incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Bortles will try again on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Hearns the man in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down. To throw, it's Bortles. It's caught right side, it's Hearns. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And Lambeau will put this one through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Bortles. And a Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Ndamukong Suh able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. They'll start the drive with Drake. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Tannehill with a hook up to Parker for the Dolphin first. Tannehill on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Drake. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Again, Tannehill. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Tannehill on third down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. Tannehill throwing again. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
On first down, Bortles. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Throwing on first down is Bortles. He finds Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. Bortles to throw once more. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. That's caught at the 2. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. See if they stay on the ground for second down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Eluding the pressure right. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Drake off the give from Tannehill. They find some open field here. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. It doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. On first and goal, Drake. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big third down play there for the Jags. 51 yards. So here we go, first and 10 now. Shotgun now for Bortles. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Again, it's Bortles. That's Hearns. He's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Hearns from 6 yards away. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. And this is back to a 5-point game. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Now, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Running, it's Drake. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. To throw on second down is Tannehill. He goes underneath to Drake. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Tannehill hands to Drake. And he's got room. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. That's caught at the 2. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake taking it in. And the Dolphins take advantage of the turnover and put up 6. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now Bortles. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Cameron Wake in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Doug Bortles simply cannot keep putting his team, putting his defense in these types of predicaments. He's got to take care of the football.
And last season, a lot of the turnovers just like this one in Jags territory, 11 of the 16. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And some space here. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one good for 10 yards. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 29. And just shedding him off there. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And he's able to put it through. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12.